and welcome to Yoga with Amy. I hope you're having a beautiful day and thank you for joining me today. When you're ready, come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that may be for you. Maybe legs crossed, maybe legs extended, maybe on our haunches. See what feels good for you. And then just finding our center. Sitting up nice and tall, drawing belly button to spine, tucking chin in towards chest. Feeling like there's a string at the top of our head pulling us up towards the ceiling. And just centering in. Taking a moment to notice how our body is feeling today. Maybe allowing the eyes to close or keeping the eyes open. See where you are. Draw your awareness to the parts of your body that are touching the mat. And really feeling rooted down into the earth. Feeling that connection with our body and our mat. Releasing whatever may have come before this. And whatever you need to do after this. Just allowing this time for you in your practice. And then when you're ready, drawing our awareness to our breath, allowing our belly to rise with the inhale and drawing belly button towards our spine on the exhale. Inhaling, belly rise. Exhaling, belly button to spine. Deepening and extending our breath. Noticing how our whole body slows as we deepen our breath. And maybe setting an intention or sankalpa for our practice. Or what you would like to gain or dedicate your practice to this evening. And then when we're ready, we're going to inhale our arms above our head. Bring our hands to prayer above our head, just slightly away from our body. We're going to inhale, taking our hands down our body. All the way down into our lap, making sure that our middle fingers stay touching. And exhaling, taking our arms all the way back up to above us. Inhaling all the way down. Moving nice and slowly. Exhaling all the way up. Inhaling, drawing our arms down. Exhaling, taking our arms back up. Inhaling down. And exhaling up. Connecting with our intuition, with our inner guidance. And centering our body. And then bring our hands to our laps, taking a moment to breathe here. And then we're going to inhale our arms up towards the ceiling, exhaling, twisting, bringing right hand to left knee, left hand behind us, gazing over left shoulder. Inhaling back up to center, exhaling over towards the other side, bringing left hand to right knee, right hand behind us. Inhaling back up to center, bringing our left hand down towards the mat, reaching our right arm up and over, keeping our right hip rooted. You don't have to sit on your knees and haunches like I am, it's just an option. And then bring hands back to center, bring right hand down towards the mat, left arm up and over, opening up the side body. Coming back to center, interlacing our fingers, turning our palms away from us, stretching through our arms, rounding through our spine. Opening through our back body. Inhaling our arms up towards the ceiling, opening up our heart center, tucking our chin in towards our chest. And then circling our arms out behind us, interlacing our fingers behind us, turning our palms away from us or towards our mat, and lifting our arms up as much as we can, opening up through shoulders, keeping chest lifted, tucking chin in towards chest. And then releasing our arms down, shaking out our fingers, shaking out our wrists. Bringing our hands down towards the mat, coming into our cat and cow position, inhaling as we look up, tucking our tailbone, pushing floor away, and exhaling. Untucking tailbone, looking up, inhaling, tucking tailbone as we push the floor away and exhaling. Feeling the rippling through our spine. Opening up chest. Opening up our spine. Feeling the movement through your body. Noticing how your body is feeling today. Noticing what your body needs today. And then coming back to center, walking our hands forward, melting our heart down towards the mat, taking a moment to breathe. And then walking hands back towards our body, coming into our tabletop position. We're going to inhale our right arm up, exhaling as we twist our right arm through. Inhaling back up, opening up to the side. Exhaling as we twist through. Inhaling up. Exhaling as we twist through. And inhaling up. Exhaling as we twist. Bring our right shoulder down towards the mat, right ear down towards the mat. And then pushing through our left hand, inhaling our right arm back up towards the ceiling. Bringing right hand down. Inhaling our left arm up, opening up. Exhaling as we twist through. Inhaling, opening up chest to the side. Exhaling as we twist through. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, twisting through, bringing left shoulder down towards the mat, left ear down towards the mat. Taking a moment to breathe here. And then pushing through our right hand, inhaling our left arm back up. Bring it down towards the mat. We're going to tuck our toes under, pushing our bum back and up, coming into downward facing dog. Pedaling out through our ankles, through our feet. Taking a moment to breathe. Feeling the movement, waking up our body. And then drawing heels down towards the mat, tucking chin in towards chest. Taking a moment to breathe here. And then when you're ready, we're going to ripple through to our plank, dropping knees down towards the mat, pushing our bum back, lifting back up into downward facing dog. Rippling through to plank, dropping knees down, pushing bum back, lifting back up into downward facing dog. Rippling through to plank, maybe allowing knees to hover now, pushing bum back and up. See how you feel, rippling through, allowing knees to hover, pushing bum back and up. Inhale as we ripple forward, exhale as we push bum back and up. And then finding our stillness, taking a moment to breathe. Walking our feet towards our hands, coming to the top of our mat. Coming into a forward fold or coming into a ragdoll. See what feels good for you today. We're going to pedal out through our knees, either in ragdoll or in full forward fold. Bending one knee, straightening the other. Finding some mobility here. Noticing which side feels tighter or stiffer today. And which side feels, maybe they both feel really good. Maybe both hamstrings feel really good today. Just see. And then when you're ready, beginning to straighten our legs or keep them bent in ragdoll. Bring our hands to our shins as we inhale up into our halfway lift. Exhaling as we forward fold, bending through knees, rippling up through spine. Inhaling our arms above our head. Exhale as we cactus our arms out to the side, opening up through our chest. Inhaling back up to center. Exhaling as we cactus our arms out towards the left-hand side, opening up chest towards the left-hand side. Inhaling back up to center, exhaling over towards the other side. It just doesn't matter if your hips twist this time. So opening up, twist hip slightly towards the side is fine. Inhaling back up to center, exhaling over towards the other side. Inhaling back up to center, exhaling over towards the other side. Inhaling back up to center, exhale as we swan back down, forward fold. Bring our hands to the mat. We're going to step our right foot back. Dropping right knee and tucking right toes, inhaling arms up as we sink hips down. Taking a moment to breathe here. Again, circling our arms out behind us, interlacing fingers, drawing palms together, straightening through arms, lifting chest as we draw hands back towards our feet. If it doesn't feel good in your abdominals here, lifting slightly up, feel like you're trying to wrap your abdominals together. Inhaling back up to center, bring our hands to frame our front foot. We're going to shift our weight forward and back. Inhaling as we shift forward, exhaling as we shift foot back. Finding some movement here, linking with your breath. And then sinking hips back, drawing toes up towards the ceiling, coming into a half Hanuman or half splits. You can also lift up here, straightening through legs, squaring hips off and then hinging from our hips. See what feels best for you. Maybe bring hand to thigh, shin, or the mat, and then tucking chin in towards our chest as we lower. Bending our front knee, bringing our foot down towards mat, tucking our back toes under, coming up into a lunge position, sinking hips down, lifting chest up. And then lifting back up, bringing right hand down towards mat as we inhale our left arm up, shifting our gaze past our left hand, coming into a twisting lunge. Taking a moment to breathe here. And then bringing our left hand to frame our left foot, lifting up into our high lunge. Finding our balance, taking a moment to breathe. Circling our arms out behind us, interlacing fingers again, drawing palms together, straightening through arms, lifting chest up. Again, if you feel like your abdominals don't feel too good, feel like you're almost trying to wrap your rib cage in, engaging your core a little bit deeper as you open. So we don't want to feel like our abdominals are separating as we do this. And then releasing our hands, bringing our hands to the mat, stepping back into our plank, coming through our Vinyasa, or knees, chest, chin, into baby cobra or cobra. And then drawing chest forward as we lower, tucking toes, scooching to knees, pushing back into a child's pose or up into a downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to breathe. Lengthening and deepening our breath. And then shifting our weight, coming up into downward facing dog if you're not there yet. Shifting our weight over towards our left foot as we inhale our right foot up, shifting our gaze forward, stepping right foot between hands, left foot to meet right, coming either into a full forward fold or into a ragdoll. See which one feels good for you. Taking a moment to breathe. And then releasing, inhaling up into a halfway lift. Exhaling as we forward fold, bending through knees, rippling up through spine. Inhaling, arms above our head. Exhaling again, cactusing arms out to the side, opening up through chest. Inhaling back up to center, exhale, cactus over towards the left hand side. Inhaling up to center, cactusing our arms out to the side, over towards right. Inhaling back up to center, exhale as we swan dive down, forward fold. Bring our hands to the left, stepping our left foot back, dropping left knee, untucking left toes, sinking hips down, inhaling arms up. Taking a moment to breathe here. And then when we're ready, circling our arms out behind us, interlacing fingers, drawing palms together, straightening through arms, lifting chest, sinking hips. Keeping our chin tucked. You can drop your head back if that feels good on your neck. So sometimes it feels a little bit too deep for me, for my neck. So see how you feel. Again, making sure that we feel like our abdominals are hugging together here. And then releasing our arms, lifting back up. Bringing our hands to frame our front foot. We're going to shift our weight forward and back. Inhaling as we shift forward, exhaling as we shift back. Feeling the movement in our legs. Noticing how this side feels compared to the other side. Remember not to compare, just to become aware of the different sides of our body and how they feel. And then when we're ready, we're going to shift our hips back, coming into our half Hanuman. If it feels better for you, lifting up first, then straightening through the right leg, squaring our hips off, hinging from our hips as we lower. Maybe keeping hands on hips, maybe hands come to thigh, shin or the mat, and then tucking chin in towards chest. Taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, shifting our weight forward, bending through our front knee, bringing hands to frame our right foot, tucking left toes under, sinking into a lunge position, sinking hips down, lifting chest up. Taking a moment to breathe. And then lifting back up, keeping left hand on the mat as we inhale our right arm up, coming into a twisting lunge. And then bring right hand down to frame right foot, checking your stance of your feet, finding your balance, lifting up into our high lunge. Taking a moment to breathe. Circling our arms out behind us, interlacing our fingers, drawing palms together, straightening through arms, lifting chest. Again, making sure that you feel the abdominals wrapping together. We don't want to feel like our abdominals are stretching apart. Okay, so wrapping abdominals, keeping our stomach nice and strong here. Keeping that bend in our front knee. Lifting back up, inhaling arms up above our head. Bringing our hands to frame our front foot as we step back into our plank. Coming through a vinyasa of choice, so either knees, chest, chin, or we can come through chaturanga down into an up dog, into a cobra or baby cobra, and then again up into downward facing dog, or into child's pose. See what feels best for you. Taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, lifting up into downward facing dog. Shifting our weight over towards our over towards our left foot as we inhale our right foot up. Shifting our gaze forward, stepping right foot between our hands, opening up our left foot into our warrior two position, cartwheeling arms up, coming up into our warrior two. Taking a moment to breathe. Feeling rooted from the earth again here, so feeling confident and stable from the ground all the way up. Checking your alignment to see that it's nice and straight, adjusting if you need to. And then when you're ready, we're going to draw left arm back, right arm forward. So again, making space in our midsection. Feeling the lengthening of the one side and the lengthening of the other side as we draw forward and back. It can also feel like it makes a bit more space in your lungs. And then drawing right arm forward, bring it down to right thigh, left arm overhead. Taking a moment to breathe here. Lifting back up to center, drawing left arm back, down left leg, right arm up and overhead. Keeping the bend in our right knee. Inhaling back up to center. We're going to straighten through our front leg, coming into our triangle. So remember here, raising right hip, dropping left. Drawing our right arm forward and down, opening up into our triangle. Breathing nice and deeply here. And then lifting ourselves back up, coming up into our triangle again, drawing left arm down, down, left leg, right arm up and overhead. Coming into revolve triangle. Lifting back up, bending through our front knee, coming back into our warrior two. We're going to cartwheel our arms down to frame our front foot. Stepping back into our plank. Coming through a vinyasa of choice. So either a chaturanga down or knees, chest, chin. Maybe into baby cobra or an upward facing dog. Drawing chest forward, relaxing shoulders away from ears. Drawing chest forward as we lower. Tucking toes, scooching to knees, pushing back either into child's pose or up into downward facing dog. Taking a moment to breathe. Shifting our weight over towards our right foot as we inhale our left foot up. Stepping our left foot between our hands. Cartwheeling legs open, opening up into our warrior two on the other side. So left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Checking our alignment, gazing over our left fingers. Taking a moment to breathe. Feeling our stability, feeling rooted into the earth. Feeling our power here in our warrior. And then making some space here, so drawing left arm forward, right arm back. Making some space in our side body. Coming back to center, bringing our left arm down to left thigh, reaching right arm up and overhead. Taking a moment to breathe here. And then lifting back up to center, reaching our right arm back down our right leg, taking our right arm up and overhead. Keeping that bend in our left knee and keeping left knee drawing over towards left pinky toe. So don't allow that knee to drop in. And then when you're ready, lifting back up to center, straightening through our front leg, squaring our hips back off. So lifting left hip, dropping right hip. But actually our hips will be in alignment. Okay. And then drawing left arm forward and down, opening up into our triangle. Checking that our right arm isn't falling behind us, but it's directly above our left arm. Keeping our gaze down towards the mat or up towards the ceiling. Taking a moment to breathe. Bending through our right knee as we lift back up into our warrior two. Straightening that leg again, hinging hips again, drawing right arm back, down right leg, coming into a revolve triangle. Taking a moment to breathe again, either gazing down towards our mat or up towards the ceiling. See what feels best for you. And then lifting back up to center, bending through our left knee, cartwheeling arms down to frame front foot, stepping back into our plank. And then when you're ready, either coming through your knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga down into an up dog or into a cobra. See where you're at. Either coming into downward facing dog or into a child's pose, taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, coming up into downward facing dog again. Shifting our weight over towards our left foot as we inhale our right foot up. Bending our right knee, stepping our right foot to the outside of our right hand, coming into a lizard. We're going to stay lifted for the moment. If you want, you can drop the back knee if you need to. Otherwise, staying lifted here, pushing the floor away, rounding through spine. We're going to come to shifting our weight forward and back again. So shifting our weight forward, coming onto those tip toes of our left foot, shifting our weight over towards our hands, and then shifting back, rolling onto the ball of our foot. And then again, shifting forward and shifting back. Just coming through weight distribution here in our body, feeling what it feels like to shift weight forward and back. Engaging our core as we do this. If you feel good here, you can roll all the way over the toes, coming into an arrow lizard. So coming to the top of our left foot, pushing our hands away, engaging core, rounding through spine. Can feel quite intense. Breathing nice and deeply. Keeping body nice and strong. And then dropping left knee down towards mat, coming into our lizard, either staying on hands or dropping down to elbows, making sure both elbows touch the mat. We don't want to put any strain on our back. And taking a moment to breathe here. If it feels good, you can drop your right knee out to the side, coming onto the knife edge of our right foot, just making sure that hip, knee and ankle all feel okay and nothing is sore. And then bringing our right foot back to the mat. Lifting up onto our hands, we're going to bring our right knee behind our right hand, coming into our pigeon, making sure that our weight is equally distributed between our hips. Lifting up, taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, lowering down to elbows, all the way down to the mat, breathing nice and deeply. And then when you're ready, lifting up onto our hands. We're going to bend to our back knee. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you use a strap around toes and then hold onto the strap as you pull it towards you. Otherwise, you take same hand, same foot, and drawing that foot in towards your bum. Taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, releasing that foot with control, tucking our left toes under, stepping back into our downward facing dog, pedaling out through our legs. And then when you're ready, rippling through to our plank, coming through a vinyasa of choice, either coming up into downward facing dog or into a child's pose, taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, coming up into downward facing dog, shifting our weight over towards our right foot as we inhale our left foot up, stepping our left foot to the outside of our left hand, coming into our lizard. Lifted lizard. If you can, lifting that knee. Beautiful, rounding through spine. And then here we're going to shift our weight forward and back. So shifting weight forward onto toes, shifting weight over hands, and then shifting weight back. Inhale as we shift forward, exhale as we shift back. Engaging our core, keeping everything nice and tight and strong. And then if it feels good, coming up all over our toes. If you need to, you can lower your knee, coming onto the top of your foot, coming into an arrow, lizard, arrow foot, lizard. Engaging core, pushing floor away, breathing here nice and deeply. Keep going, keep breathing. And then when you're ready, lowering that knee down towards the mat. Coming into a low lizard. Maybe lowering down to elbows if you can, or staying on hands, taking a moment to breathe here. If it feels good, coming onto the knife edge of our left foot, dropping left knee out towards the side, taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, coming up onto our hands again, bring our left knee behind our left wrist, walking our back leg further back, coming up into a pigeon, staying lifted here, checking that our weight is equally distributed between our hips, and we're not sinking down onto our left hip. Keeping that right hip rolling down towards the mat. And then when you're ready, we're lowering down to elbows or all the way down to the mat. See where you're at. Taking a moment to breathe. And then when you're ready, lifting back up onto our hands, we're going to bend through our left knee, circling, maybe using a strap here or a ribbon, or grabbing hold of that foot with the left hand, drawing that foot in towards our bum. Getting a deep stretch into our quadricep. Making sure that nothing's going into cramp here, so make sure hamstring and back don't go into cramp. If they do, just loosening the strap or loosening your arm slightly, releasing completely. And then when you're ready, releasing with control. Bringing hands down towards the mat, tucking right toes under, slipping back into our downward facing dog, pedaling out our legs. Rippling through to our plank. Coming through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Into an up dog or a cobra. And then coming into child's pose, taking a moment to breathe. Coming into a full child's pose here, so arms alongside legs, forehead to the mat. Taking a moment to breathe. And then lifting up to sit on our haunches, taking legs to one side, bum to one side, legs out in front of us. Sitting up nice and tall here, legs nice and strong. Feel like you're making an L, so you're not rounding through spine. Trying to sit up nice and long, bringing hands next to thighs. Taking a moment to breathe. We're going to flex toes towards our body. Feel like we're lifting our heels up off the mat. And then we're going to inhale, arms up, exhale into a forward fold here. We want to keep our legs really engaged here, deepening this forward fold, and then tucking chin in towards chest once you've lowered. So try not to relax the legs, trying to keep them engaged, keep those toes drawing back, keep heels lifted off the mat. Breathing deeply, noticing how it intensifies the stretch. And then inhaling back up to center. Bring our hands next to our hips, shifting our hips forward. Holding behind our thighs, we're going to roll down towards the mat, drawing knees in towards chest, giving them a squeeze, rocking from elbow to elbow, side to side. Taking a moment to breathe. Coming back to center, coming into a bridge here. So we're going to bring our heels as close as we can to our bum, hands into the mat. Inhale. As we exhale, rolling hips up towards ceiling, engaging glutes, feeling the lift here. We're not going to interlace hands underneath our spine today, just really feeling the lift from our glutes and our hamstrings. And taking a moment to breathe. We're going to be here for a little while, so feel comfortable, or finding, maybe not comfortable, but finding your breath and finding your center in this moment. If you feel like you're sinking, just reigniting your glutes, lifting your hips back up. Keep breathing. Really good for our lower body, our glutes, our abdominals, core stability, everything here. Keep breathing. And then lowering down towards the mat, drawing knees in towards the chest, giving them a squeeze, rocking from elbow to elbow, side to side. Coming back to center, taking our knees slightly away from us, rolling through our lower spine and our upper sacrum area, upper glutes. Coming back to center, circling in the opposite direction. Bring our feet to the edges of our mats, arms out into a T. We're going to drop our knees from side to side, coming into very gentle windshield wipers. Coming back to center, drawing knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. We're going to extend our right leg as we draw our left knee across our body over towards the right hand side, gazing over our right shoulder. Gazing over our left shoulder. Taking a moment to breathe. Coming back up to center, drawing both knees in towards our chest. We're going to extend our left leg as we draw our right knee across our body over towards the left hand side, gazing over our right shoulder. Taking a moment to breathe. Coming back up to center, drawing both knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. And bring our hands between our knees, holding onto the outside of our feet, lifting up into our happy baby. Taking a moment to breathe here. And then bring the soles of our feet together as we open up our knees. Drawing our knees together, giving them a squeeze. Coming to lie on our mat in Shavasana. Find your comfortable spot and relax in your body. Maybe allowing hands to fall somewhere on the body or nest your body down towards the mat, palms down for receiving, up for receiving, or down for grounding. See what feels best for you. Taking a moment to breathe. Deepening and lengthening your breath. Releasing your body and your practice this evening. Releasing any judgment that may be in your mind or in your head. And just know that everything is right and everything is fine and everything is perfect in this moment. Knowing that you know and you have all the answers within you already, and you don't need to seek outside of you for answers. answers. You don't need to seek outside of you for validation. You are already whole. You are already perfect. There's nothing you can do to make yourself more perfect. Focusing on your perfection. You'll notice if it's easy for you or a bit challenging for you to focus on your perfection. And then releasing. Releasing that awareness, releasing your breath. Just coming to lie on your mat in stillness for a few moments for Shavasana. Bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Wiggling into your fingers and into your toes. Inhaling our arms above our head, coming to the full body stretch. Drawing our knees in towards our chest, giving them a squeeze. Rolling onto whichever side best serves you, coming into the fetal position. Using our top hands, push us up into the seated position. Bring our hands to prayer at heart center. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling, sighing it out. Taking another deep breath in. Exhaling, releasing. Taking another deep breath in. And releasing. May the long time sun shine upon you. May all love surround you. And may the pure light within you guide your way on. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Satnam.